So for all of you people that are interested in growing your own food, whether you're growing in a garden or even if you're trying to do something that is inside with potted plants, or maybe you're in an urban city area growing plants out on your balcony or porch, this is just for you, because we want to tell you about Orgonite and how it can help your plants grow bigger, better, and stronger, and in an organic way.
Okay, so Orgone energy is what was discovered by the late Dr. Wilhelm Reich back in the early 1940s, 1950s. He was building these boxes called Orgone accumulators, which are layers of metal and non-metal walls made into a box. He found that there's an energy field inside this box, and he was using it to preserve things like seedlings. Now we fast forward to today, and people have taken this technology and have made a compound called Orgonite, which is basically metals and quartz crystal within an epoxy resin. And it performs the same effect as these accumulators in that they emit a life-giving scalar field around them. Now, you can use this field to do things like energize your seedlings to grow plants.
We've started using Orgonite, and for us it's been working really well with our plants. We've seen a lot of our plants growing much bigger and healthier and stronger, and we just wanted to share some footage of other people's results with you in this video so you can see for yourself some of the evidence about how Orgonite can help your plants grow.
What we're looking at here is the first picture of, there's two different garden beds that were planted side by side.
Yes, so the garden bed on the left is the control. The garden bed on the right is the bed that has the Orgonite placed.
This is about a month later. So you can start to see on the bed on the left there's less growth.
Yes.
The bed on the right is really starting to explode.
Yes, that's right.
So the Orgonite is really helping these plants to grow. This is another month later, so we're at about 2 months of growth. And look at the difference. It's really striking. You've got all of, I mean, this just went crazy. It grew all over the place. That's absolutely incredible.
Not only that, but in the control bed on the left, where there's less vegetation, you're already starting to see yellowing.
Yes, that's the other point too. Yellowing is a sign of plants that are not very healthy. So if you have weak plant growth, Orgonite is one way to really help to clear that up.
Yes.
There's a few close-ups of their garden bed so that you can see. This is the Orgonite plot. You see how it's just really grown all over the place. And back there is the control bed. And here is a close-up of the control bed, showing you what it looked like without the Orgonite being there. Now here is another example that we wanted to show you from another group. These are different plants that were grown. One of them these are potted plants. I believe they're tomato plants. And this was posted on the Warrior Matrix forum. And they did another experiment where they had Orgonite. You see they have an Orgonite pyramid down here next to the plants. And then they grew other plants without Orgonite.
Yes.
So this is the control on the left and the Orgonite on the right. And let's watch and see how these plants grow. Here you can see these shorter plants here, right? These are the ones that do not have Orgonite. And this big tall plant up in the back here that's twice the size is the one that has the Orgonite. You can see the Orgonite popping up out of the
Yes, in this experiment they took their trapezoidal pyramid and placed it on top at the top of the pot.
So just having Orgonite in the pot does all of that. Twice the size. And here's a final comparison, so you can see after the plant has grown for some time. I mean, that's like
amazing.
3 to 5 times the size as plants without Orgonite, and it's the same time frame.
Absolutely.
Same conditions. The only difference is this plant has Orgonite in the pot.
So as you can see, Orgonite can yield some amazing results in what it does to your plants. Basically, you put Orgonite near the things that you're growing, and they're going to be healthier, stronger, and if they're fruits or vegetables, give you a bigger yield. So this is amazing technology, and our Orgonite also contains SHUNGITE, which boosts its effect. we have made a couple of Orgone products for gardening.
Just for your garden.
Just for the garden.
Or also for your flower pots if you have an indoor garden inside of, this is good for potted plants as well, but it's also good outside if you have an outside garden.
And they come in sets in 2 or 4. And you're going to want to put these around your plants to make them healthier and stronger. And that creates an energy field around the local area. But if you also want to have a canopy of protection above your garden, above your property, you can also place these Orgone Shungite pyramids also in your garden. And now the pyramids have the negative ions going up straight up into the upper atmosphere above your area, and that clears and removes the chemtrails above you. Chemtrails contain heavy metals. They contain the aluminum, the barium, and the strontium.
It gets into your plants.
Gets in your plants,
It
gets into your
food.
environment. And so you want to remove those chemicals from coming down on you by having this on your property.
Basically, the Orgonite creates this barrier that pushes those chemicals away. So
Yes,
it's
yeah.
like, it's just, picture like a giant fan just constantly blowing back onto the chemtrails as they're falling onto your property,
Yes.
to keep those chemicals out of your garden. These are great for greenhouse environments too, or,
Yes.
or sprouting seedlings. They've shown to have seedlings sprout a lot faster when you have Orgonite in the environment around them. If you are interested, we do sell our Orgonite and we ship all over the world. And we do have a special offer just for our gardening supplies here.